Hello besties, today I thought I would do a video where I'm sharing with you 10 of my favorite perfume brands and my favorite products from each of those brands. I thought this could be a very useful video for those of you who are maybe delving into niche fragrances for the first time, or if there's one particular brand that you're interested in, hopefully I'll be covering it. You're kind of figuring out which fragrance to start with. I thought I would just share with you my favorite ones. So let's say if I were to go shopping with you and we walked in Harrods or Neiman Marcus and you saw all of these counters, you had never purchased any niche fragrance before, and you were kind of like dying to try, let's say, something from MFK, but you have no idea what to get. You will be like, hey Kate, I've never tried MFK before, what should I get? That's kind of the scenario I have in my head. To start with, I should probably tell you what scent profile I gravitate towards, what scents I enjoy the most, all that kind of stuff. So depending on my mood, time, and place in life, my preferences change. I try not to limit myself and just stick to one specific scent profile because I treat fragrances, especially niche fragrances, as a challenge. Like I feel like I'm on a journey. I'm having fun, I'm on an adventure, and I love that. So I try to, have as open mind and nose as I possibly can. However, I think I am more likely to be drawn to these woody, spicy, boozy, deep, dark, rich, resinous fragrances. Like give me amber, patchouli, sandalwood, tobacco, spices, give me all that. Like that's me, that's my vibe, that's what I have a weakness for. So I just wanted to share this with you in case we have similar tastes in fragrances and you just want to have like a picture of what I love to wear in general. So yeah, I am glad I got this out of the way, and without further ado, let's just give this video a thumbs up and let's jump into it. It's gotten really dark outside. I hope the lighting is not too bad. Anyways, again, I'm sharing with you 10 of my favorite perfume brands or perfume houses, and I'm gonna start with Xerjoff. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, this was hard. There are so many amazing fragrances from this house that I love to death, and a few that I'm not particularly in love with, but for the most part, I think that's where you should invest your money. And again, if you asked me, Kate, I've never tried Xerjoff before, what should I get? I think I would say Naxos. This fragrance is just incredible. It's blended to perfection. It's so freaking smooth. Like you won't be able to detect single notes. There's no freaking way you will be able to tell me what notes you can smell. So it has the notes of bergamot, lavender, lemon at the top, honey, cinnamon, cashmerean, jasmine sambac, tobacco, tonka bean, and vanilla. 10 out of 10 fragrance. It's so sexy. It smells like wealth. It smells very rich, very refined through and through. If I were to tell you what it smells like in one word, it would be refinement. Now we are at MFK. We're at Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and I'm gonna be honest, I love Baccarat Rouge 540. I think it's stunning. It's 10 out of 10 kind of a fragrance for me, my nose, and people around me, because I always get compliments on it. And I'm talking specifically about Baccarat Rouge 540, the extrait version, not the EDP. But what I love even more than Baccarat Rouge 540 is Grand Soir. It's magical. It's like liquid gold. I think it's even more luxurious, lavish, opulent than Baccarat Rouge 540. If I were to give you a picture of what this smells like to me, it just smells like the highest quality of life in Paris. For some reason, it just gives me Paris vibes, but to the maximum, to the extreme. Like to me, it's wearing gowns, exquisite, most expensive diamonds, going to the opera, watching ballet, playing the classical music, listening to the classical music, reading poetry, literature, owning Renaissance pieces. That's the lifestyle I attach this scent to. Not that you can't wear this fragrance if you don't have this specific lifestyle. I'm just giving you guys a picture like what's going on in my head when I smell this fragrance. It just smells like liquid gold. It's very extra, very lavish, very opulent, intense, very potent, rich, resinous, warm, ambery. There's labdanum, benzoin, amber. Absolutely divine. Perfectly unisex, so sexy, so smooth, radiating off of your skin unlike any other. It's just magical. I love it so much. Every time I smell it, I melt like an ice cream. Now we're walking into Frederick Mall. Yo, that was so freaking hard. That is so difficult. I love so many fragrances from this house. It's like one of my top fragrance houses, but I think if I were to choose only one fragrance, I would choose Portrait of a Lady. The reason being is because, well, maybe I'm biased, because it is one of the very first niche fragrances I have ever purchased. And my love for it hasn't died out ever since. Like, I am still madly, obsessively in love with the scent. In my opinion, it's just empowering, strong, rich, potent, confidence booster. Like, I feel like a very powerful, strong, independent woman when I wear it. To me, it's like Milena of fragrances. You know, you just want to keep smelling it over and over again. You just want to stare at that woman. You just want to admire that woman. It's like a masterpiece of a fragrance through and through, like 20 out of 10. It's complex. It's very mature. It's definitely not your everyday scent. Well, you can wear whatever you want. You can wear as much of it as you want. There's no rule, right? But in my opinion, this is a very special occasion sort of a scent. I either reach for it when I want to wear like an evening scent on a special occasion, or in winter when I feel like wearing it. It's definitely one of those special fragrances. It's very mature. The rose in here is very deep, very dark, very dusty. So mind-blowing. Honestly, it's breath freaking taking. So it has the notes of raspberry, clove, black currant, cinnamon, a lot of cinnamon and cloves, like a lot of spices. It's very complex. And let me say that again. There's so much going on in this scent, okay? There is also patchouli, incense. Oh my God, that incense in here is just to die for. I love incense in general in fragrances. Like, give me incense. Like, all the time. I'm always down for incense, but here the incense is just magical. There's also musk, benzoin, amber, sandalwood that's very smooth and creamy. Oh my God, this scent is, yes, this is it. This is it from this house. Breath freaking taking. Can you guys see this face? Okay, now we're at Labo. You already know. This face cannot hide it, okay? I'm just gonna say it. Santal 33. It certainly has shaken the whole niche perfume industry up, for sure. It's so freaking unique, special. It has the most amazing performance. It's just my signature scent. What can I say? I just resonate with it the most. It's me in the bottle. I feel like my best self. I feel like me when I wear Santal 33. It's absolutely one of a kind. I am not gonna lie, I enjoy a lot of fragrances from Le Labo, and another favorite of mine would be Another 13 and Pinot Noir 29. I love these three the most. But the moment I smelled this one in particular, I was like, yep. And I remember I smelled it as the last one. And the moment I smelled it, I just knew right away. It just spoke to me. It just called my name. It was like, Kate, I'm here. I've been waiting for you my entire life. And you've been waiting for me your entire life. Just get me. And I had to get her because we just had a connection. That's all. Okay, so what does it smell like? In case you have no idea, it has cardamom, sandalwood, leather, papyrus, cedar, violet, iris, amber. It's very dry, very woody, very spicy, very ambery, very leathery. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just love it. I have to include Maison. I just have to. You guys know how much I love this house. There's no surprise here, okay? But you have no idea what this brand is all about. You've never smelled anything from them, and you're like, hey, what should I try? And I'm gonna say Iris Malikan. That's it. I just love this scent so much. And let me tell you, if you love Iris, you're not gonna be able to look at other Iris scents at all. You're not gonna enjoy any other Iris scent. This is the Iris of your dreams. Let me tell you the notes. So it has the notes of Iris, like I said, leather, vanilla, it's green from galbanum, there's cypress and mimosa, there is cinnamon, pink pepper, coriander, so it has this nice spiciness. It's ambery, lightly sweetened with blackcurrant syrup. It sounds great, but none of these notes make any sense whatsoever. None. I loathe the note of galbanum. I hate the note of mimosa. How is it possible that this fragrance happened to be one of my all-time favorite fragrances? Like, this is one of my holy grail fragrances. I will never forget the moment I smelled it at the boutique and I was freaking floored. I couldn't forget the scent. I couldn't get it out of my head. I couldn't get over it. I was constantly thinking about the scent, and you know what? When I smelled it from the atomizer, I just pressed it to my nose. I could smell this for hours and hours and hours and hours later. That's how strong it is. It's so smooth and creamy and buttery and green and spicy and leathery at the same time. It's truly mind freaking blowing, jaw dropping. That's it. One of the most unique, special, interesting fragrances I have ever put my nose on. And it smells like, to give you guys a picture, it just smells like this eloquent, intelligent, wise, ambitious, well-traveled, and kind human being. Okay, this list is getting more and more difficult. Now we have to include Amouage. I love this house for their mind-blowing fragrances. They're so unique, so artistic, one of a kind. Truly luxurious, rich, potent, strong. But one fragrance in particular that I would recommend to you, if you've never been exposed to this brand before, you had no clue what they're selling, what they're offering, I'm gonna say Sunshine. It has to be Sunshine. This fragrance just rocked my boat. It is so special. And you know why it's so special? Because it's dry, wet, juicy, yummy at the same time. And I don't know how this is even possible, but that's what I'm getting. So imagine, I'm giving you a picture now. Imagine you're in Joshua Tree. It's dry as balls, it's hot as balls. You are just soaking, melting in the sun. And you're finishing your apricot pastry from Portos and you're about to roll a cigarette. That's it. Okay, you're thirsty, so you're probably sipping on water, nothing more. So much paradox in this scent. Honestly, I don't know how Prada Paradox is named Prada Paradox. This should be called Paradox because it's sunny, bright, but at the same time, it has these like gourmand elements peeking through, letting you know like, hey, I'm here. Don't forget that I'm a part of this scent. Like, I can be yummy too. I am super dry, but I'm also delicious. And I don't know how that works, but it works like magic. It's one of my gateway fragrances. It's one of those introductory fragrances to the niche realm. And I just cannot imagine not having this scent in my collection, to be honest with you, because it's so special. It's one of a kind. It's truly beautiful. And one more thing, because it's interesting doesn't mean that it's not wearable. Like, it's actually one of the most wearable fragrances from this house. Yeah, the sun is behind the clouds again, so this is what we gotta work with. The lighting is not the best, but I hope you'll forgive me. Okay, now you want to check out Byredo. I'm not surprised why, because it's all over the internet, okay, all over social media, and you're like, I just need to know what this hype is all about. Kate, what should I try first? And I'm gonna say Gypsy Water. If you just want to take a break from your heavy hitters, you just want to reach for something more chill, something inoffensive yet unique, Gypsy Water is perfect for that. I find the scent to be unique in its own simplicity. Let me explain. It's got this fairyland vibe that I cannot get rid of at all. Like that, I can't help it. Like that's just the vision I have in my head. It's just this beautiful, natural smelling veil of creaminess, dainty sweetness, freshness, woodiness, spiciness, some like soft incense here and there, this like fluffy feel, and it just all together feels like a fairy dust around you. You're in this like gentle, dainty bubble and you just feel very safe. It's beautiful. It's very unisex. It smells very niche, even though, like I said, it falls into this like inoffensive, everyday, easy to wear kind of fragrances. It's really dreamy. I just love it. I really think it's special. It's one of a kind from the brand. And I love a few other fragrances as well, but I think if I were to choose only one, I will go for Gypsy Water. Okay, now you want to check out Parfums de Marly. This is not going to be long. When it comes to men's collection, Harrod, 100%, no doubt about it. The best. The best, the absolute best from the men's collection. But when it comes to feminine collection, you guys already know. What else can I say? Mona Lisa, Queen Bee, Princess Diana, like that's who she is. Irreplaceable. I move on. There's no point of me talking about her in every single video. I just want to let you guys know how much I love her. You probably already know, but in case you don't, Delina from Parfums de Marly is the one to choose. Okay, now you see Italia Disog. And you're like, Kate, you've talked about this brand before, and I'm just curious, what should I try? Please help me. And I'm gonna say, try Lune Feline. Especially if you are a vanilla lover and you love luxurious, deep, dark, rich, sensual, carnal. Can I also say sexual vanillas? Because that's definitely one of them, if I can say so. The vanilla in this bottle is one of the most incredible vanillas out there. There, I said it. I don't know if that's my favorite vanilla because that would be quite a major confession or statement, and I don't want to commit to saying things like that, but it's very close to being my all-time favorite vanilla scent. What I know for sure is that it's very dark, deep, rich, with a lot of smoke. It's very spicy, very dark, and very smoky. Slightly animalic, but it's magical. It creates magic. It's memorable, truly divine, and it's a standout from the brand for sure, in my opinion. Lastly, this video wouldn't be completed without me including my biggest discovery of the year of 2022, and that is the brand called EBK. A very exclusive brand. You can actually only purchase their fragrances through their Instagram account. I'm gonna leave the link down below so you can check them out. By the way, this video is not sponsored. This is just my personal opinion. Everything that I've said so far is based on my own truth. So the House of EBK, let's say you're dipping your toes in the EBK's pool and you have no idea what to get. You just heard of the brand, but you've never experienced anything from them. I would suggest you getting a fragrance that blew me away. And like I said, it's my discovery of 2022, specifically this scent. And that scent made me fall in love with the brand to a point where I had to order more scents from the house. And the scent is called Deep in Desire Yacht. I put it in the box so you can see the full presentation of it, how it looks and everything. So it comes in the box like this. It says Deep in Desire Yacht. Look at the details, like the attention to details and the meticulousness that this brand presents is impeccable. Everything about this brand really blew me away, really did. I am just wowed. Okay, so you open the box, here's the bottle. It looks absolutely stunning. Look at this color, look at the shape of the bottle, look at the details, look at the golden plaque, the craftsmanship of it. So yeah, bottle absolutely beautiful. On the heavier side, there is no plasticky feel about it. There's no plastic cap. Everything is on the heavier side. Like I said, the details 10 out of 10. It has the notes of black grapes, grapefruit peels, camellia tea, hazelnut, bergamot, cedarwood, and dark chocolate. Long story short, guys, if you're dipping your toes in EBK's pool, you have no idea where to start, I would go for a Deep and Desire yacht. 100%. Everything is blended perfectly. I love that there's no clash between the citruses and gourmands. There's no conflict of interest. The camellia tea doesn't really clash with the citruses. The spices don't really disrupt the freshness, the sweetness of the fruits. Neither do the hazelnut and dark chocolate. Dark chocolate and hazelnut, in fact, they just kind of add this gourmand touch, but they don't take over anything. There's nothing really fighting for attention in this scent. Everything is blended so seamlessly. The sweetness is not juvenile. There is no juvenile aspect in this scent. And I think that's what really draws me in. It really kind of has my full attention. The amount of sweetness and the fact that these gourmand elements, they don't come off too like girly, too sickly sweet. It's perfectly balanced, and the woods kind of ground everything together and round everything nicely, adding a lot of richness and depth to this whole scent. A true gem, a true absolute gem. Woo, it was a tough one to film, you guys. I hate picking favorites, especially when it comes to fragrances, but we did it. I only decided to include my favorite fragrances from my favorite brand. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any questions, suggestions. Let me know what your favorite fragrances are from your favorite brands. I need to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.